Chris Godinez, licensed professional counselor, also the host of We Need to Talk on every Sunday at noon, and then I post this up to like Facebook and Patreon and all that sort of fun stuff. This video is for educational and informational purposes only. The views and opinions stated herein are mine and mine alone. They do not represent the ACA, the APA, or any other therapist for that matter. Boom shakalaka done. I'd like to thank my sponsor, BetterHelp, BetterHelp, BetterHelp.com/Chris Godinez. They're an online therapy company. They are international. They have 40,000 therapists working with them. They're awesome. I've gotten great feedback from people using them. So thank you, BetterHelp.com/Chris Godinez. Okay, let's go into the questions, shall we? Okay, so this one was from a listener. Do narcissists play different roles? Do they go from aggressor to victim and back and forth? Yes. Oh my goodness, yes. So listen, again, you are dealing with somebody who is operating on a level of 18 months old to maybe 24 months old, okay? It's manipulation. So if they can't get what they want one way, they'll try another way. So they'll go from the aggressor, I'm going to get you, burr, 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 yelling, screaming, having a fit, raging, to suddenly breaking into a million tears. Why don't you love me? Why don't you da-da-da-da-da? You're never right, you're never cool. They play the victim. It's like, you made me do this, you did this to me, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so they're like a little kid in a way. It's like the little kids will switch trying to get their way, basically, until they cognitively understand, manipulation, not a good idea. You know what I'm saying? So it's very much, it's a manipulation. It's, if this doesn't work, I'm going to try this. If this doesn't work, then I'm going to try that. If that doesn't work, I'm going to try over here. If that over there doesn't work, I'm going to try this over here. And if that doesn't work, I'm going to go back to my original one. So yeah, they absolutely, they will. And not only do they switch different manipulation tactics, but they will also switch kind of the way that they're doing it. So like, okay, let's say you've got an overt narcissist. Overt narcissists are just grandiose, me, I, more, my genitals, that whole thing. Well, suddenly they'll switch into maybe communal narcissist, which is the, well, God told me that you have to, whatever. So they'll switch. So they'll go from overt grand narcissist to communal, hiding behind God's robes, to make you do whatever it is they want you to do, to the victim, you never write, you never call, you never the whole thing. So they can go through all the different types of narcissism in order to try to get their way. And that's really what it's about. So whenever a narcissist is flipping around and doing all these crazy things and going from grandiose to covert to communal to, whatever they think is going to work, that's what you're dealing with. They just want their way. And they do this like a little kid to get their way. So when you see someone acting out like that, you let them know, nope, not working, stop. I'm not playing. I'm not interested. They'll flip, you don't love me, blah, 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 which if we are still dealing with codependency sends us into the no, prove to them that you do love them. Nope, that's never going to work, guys. So you've got to work on the codependency. You've got to work on Facing Codependency by Pia Mellody. You've got to work The Disease to Please by Harry Breaker. Self-Esteem Workbook by Glenn Schiraldi, 110%. Because when somebody starts pulling those types of manipulations with me, which they don't because they know I won't put up with it, I just stop them. It's like, nope, you're not going to get your way. Knock it off. Not playing. Not playing. Not interested. Not playing. And then they'll have whatever reaction they have. And usually when they realize they are unstoppable force meets immovable object, they usually explode because they can't stand that somebody is telling them no and meaning it. So that's the thing, is I think a lot of us, when we are in it, are terrified of calling them out on the behavior because we know they're going to explode, or we're afraid of what we already know is that the relationship is over and the only thing left to do is to leave. Basically, it's like there's no salvaging a relationship where somebody is that manipulative that they're going from grandiose, over raging, yelling, screaming to, I'm the victim. I'm the real victim here. I've actually heard them say that. I'm like, oh my God, really? I had one pounding on the table. What about my wants? What about my needs? And I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Do you see where I'm going with that? So yeah, they will do whatever they think will get them what they want. Okay, it's like a child having a temper tantrum. Well, this isn't working. Well, I'm going to try this. So if screaming and yelling doesn't work, I'm going to burst into 100,000 million tears and make you feel guilty and da 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 da. That's what they think in their head anyway. Actually, what I'm hearing and seeing when they're doing that is nope. that's a big old nope. Side of nope. Extra helping of nope. 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 You're not getting your way. Stop. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's what they're doing, is that they're trying on the different aspects of manipulation with the different aspects of narcissism, overt, covert, communal, to get their way. That is essentially what is happening. And they won't stop until they do. And it's, how do I explain this? When a narcissist shows you who they are, they're not going to change. They don't get better, guys. They don't change. They don't get better. If they do get better, it's because either the court's eyes are on them or some other eyes are on them, and they have to change to save their ego, kind of thing. But as soon as that threat to their ego is over, I can guarantee you they go right back to the way they were, and worse. So they don't get better. They don't change. They don't heal. They don't have an epiphany. I mean, they'll tell you that they've had an epiphany, but they won't. No, this is not, nope. So they will say and do whatever they need to, or whatever they think they need to, in order to get their way. Because in their little minds, remember, you're dealing with somebody who's acting on an emotional level of between an 18-month-old and a 24-month-old. In their little minds, if they don't get their way, they're going to die. That's really their thoughts. If I don't win, I'm going to die. If I don't feed my ego, I will cease to exist. That's why they're so obsessed with constantly puffing themselves up, constantly being right, constantly winning, all of this crap. It's like, no, someday we're all going to cease to exist, dude. But they can't. They just can't even. They just literally cannot even. So to them, it's a power and control issue. I have to win. I have to be right. I have to get my way, or I don't exist. That's pretty much what's going on. Okay, so when somebody's manipulating you and they're trying different tactics, no is your friend. Use it often. Use it wisely, use it well. No is a boundary word. You're basically saying this is a block and you're not crossing it. Now, the narcissist will try to cross it 110%. So if the raging didn't work, they'll go to crying. If the crying didn't work, they'll go to guilting. If the guilting doesn't work, they'll go to something else. They'll do the recrimination. You made me. You did this, you did that. Well, you're a bad person. You think you're better than I am, blah, 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 all of that stuff. And you've just got to be like, nope, not playing. Nope, not interested. Nope, go away. Have a nice day. If I have a nice day, I mean, go pound sand. So yeah, you just don't play. And if somebody is making it that obvious that that's what they're doing in order to get their way, leave. If you're in a job situation where you've got a boss that is constantly doing narcissistic stuff, you don't stick around. It's not going to get better. They tend to hire sycophants, narcissists, minor narcissists that will worship them. So get out. It's not going to get better. The relationship is not going to get better. They're not going to have an epiphany. They're not going to change. They're not going to, suddenly, realize what jerks they've been. No, in their story, guys, they're the hero or the victim. So they're either the hero or the victim. That's literally it. Whatever will get them what they want. So anyway, there is that. Okay, on Sunday, I will be talking about ADD, ADHD, OCD, and narcissistic abuse and anxiety, because that seems to be what's up for a lot of people. So I want to talk about that so I can normalize it so that you understand that you're not crazy, because you're not. You're just dealing with a narcissist. So, all right, there is that. You guys be good. Have a great week. Drink plenty of water. Stay cool. Please don't have heat strokes. That would be bad. And I will talk to you on Sunday.